Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the podcast where we review movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and much more. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment Official. Subscribe, hit that notification button, and definitely smash that like button so this channel can grow and we can provide more content to you with all the reviews from all the latest shows and movies. So, thank you very much. Let's go, baby. Now, this is the review for the season finale of the Book of Boba Fett, episode 7. Now, this is the final episode, like I said, and of course, this is a spoiler review. So, if you have not watched this show, pause, leave me a like, go watch the whole series, then come back and check out all my reviews plus this one. And tell me, guys, what you think in the comments about the Book of Boba Fett and how you guys feel about it. Because I would love to hear your guys' opinion, like you guys like to enjoy hearing my opinion. So let's get into it. So in episode 7, the season finale for the Boba Fett is an action-packed team up with most of like all the Star Wars characters that you have been seeing through this out the show, including the Mandalorian himself, of course, right? And it explains a lot, it explains a lot. It gives you that classic Star Wars battle of the death with that sci-fi slash western type shooting, but instead of real guns, it's laser guns coming at you, right? And let me just say, this one was really good. It left this whole episode on a cliffhanger, and it's man, this show and like the Mandalorian and the latest Star Wars movies that have recently came out in the past has definitely brought a new fresh of air in the Star Wars cinematic universe. And I tell you what, this gets me so excited to watch more Star Wars content on the Disney Plus. Like this episode really proved it. It doesn't matter if it's a show or in the theaters. Like they're gonna give you the best of the Star Wars they can provide that pleases to the casual fans, but really serves the hardcore Star Wars fans, including me, of course, right? And I tell you what, as far as this whole season, I think like the whole cast who are part of this show did an amazing job as far as the acting abilities and just delivering, you know, the lines to just honestly bringing a lot of these characters to life. And, it did they just knocked it out of the park. And with this episode, like I said, it was very action packed, and they were battling the Pike. Boba Fett just wanted to stop the spices. It's the drugs that that hurts the town and whatever. And they're getting tired of the Pikes and the Jabba the Hutt's family, Boba Fett and his crew. And that town wants to change where they feel free and just live their regular lives. And it's such a good, I'm sure you probably seen shows and movies like that before, duh, right? But it just this one they done it so well and it's so perfect to me. It's like wow, like at one time I was like, man, Star Wars is just struggling. But then when they release like continuing things in the Star Wars universe, going back to like more of the recent Star Wars movies to like right now, it's like a breath of fresh air, like I was saying. And with this, they're not really holding back, and they have a lot of things coming up in their plans. And a lot of these characters have been around for years, and like comic books, novelties, and obviously any cartoon shows that's been made by Star Wars and video games, of course. But now this is really, given a chance where, people are like, I like this Star Wars character, just like Marvel does. Star Wars kind of going that route. Like, Yes, you can. You're always gonna have the fan favorites of the Luke Skywalker to the Dark Vader to Yoda and so forth. But now they're like, they told such a great story without those characters per se. Yes, Luke Skywalker was in this show, yes, but I'm saying as, they're making you want to be more of a fan of these other Star Wars characters and even want to cosplay them as well, and I think that's just really cool. It's like, wow, like it's just was just amazing. So I definitely like this. That's all I can really say about that. But as I try to continue on, we started off with like Boba Fett versus Cad Bane, and that was pretty cool. It was like a Western showdown, but with laser guns and Boba Fett's like multiple different weapons, and it just shows that even Boba Fett has somebody that could, knock him down. He is defeatable, beatable, and Boba Fett showed weakness. Like when he was a kid, he seen that guy all the time, and he was like, determined to show him. But he's always been dominant. And even still, then he even says, even now, I still can beat you. You're not as quick. He's not a quick drawer, and so that leaves open like the idea of if they do a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett, it just gives you that amplify of like, okay, so there are more Star Wars characters that can get Boba Fett, that can take him down in the way where, all these years Boba Fett's been like the fan favorite, been the one that, like, oh, Boba Fett's the Mandalorian, Boba Fett's the one, But even the one has its like weakness, or tough days. And I really just like the classic Western showdown, and it really brought back a lot of characters or that I just think of when I watch the older Star Wars movies and like animation shows. So that's really cool. And then we go to Grogu Returns. Now, obviously, Grogu has chosen the Mandalorian way, and it was kind of obvious because if I do remember, Kylo Ren, aka Ben, Han Solo's son, he was the first Jedi to be trained by Luke Skywalker, and I wasn't for sure, but then they just kind of proved it because Baby Grogu decided to go with the Mandalorian, but he didn't just come back. He came back a little different. Like it's like when he does the Force, he's really got that packed down. It was a little bit better, a little bit stronger, but he was still Grogu that we all know and love, obviously. And so he still had that element, but you can tell that he kind of matured. He kind of learned a thing or two from Luke Skywalker. And I honestly really like this because, you know, instead of replacing, I, in a way, if it was kind of like replacing Yoda, but they're saying, no, we're not replacing Yoda. And I don't think they were at all, honestly. But, you know, there's different versions of Grogu and Yoda, or the same type of ethnic or species, whatever alien type thing. I don't know, but not all of them become Jedi's. Not all of them become are as wise as Yoda, but they take different paths. And Grogu is like, he's like the Yoda of the Mandalorian, so he's gonna be more of a shooter. Do I think Grogu is going to be wearing his own little Mandalorian suit? I would say yeah, because the question is, where was he? Where was he in the present when Kylo Ren was, battling? Where was him in like in the newer Star Wars movie? That's the questions. And like, does he wear the Mandalorian like suit? I don't know. But I definitely hope they answer that because, that indicates this to me, like, 'cause in this timeline, this is before, obviously, I'm not, it's just new, it's before the newer Star Wars movies that have been released. That's for sure. This one and The Mandalorian, it's like Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, and then it's the newer, recent Star Wars movies that you have all seen in theaters, of course, right? And So the question, I guess, there now has got a lot of questions, but I guess the one important question is, what was Grogu at now? Where is he at? How old is he? Is he in the Mandalorian now, or where? Why is he hiding? We don't know yet. But it does set up for season two of or not season two, but season three of the Mandalorian. So it's definitely exciting, and I can't wait. I mean, honestly, the Mandalorian and Grogu are like the most popular duo right now, for me personally. So I definitely want to see more of that. Uh, they teased the new younger Star Wars characters that are going to be from the next generation of Star Wars franchise. Like, you know how Marvel's kind of setting up the younger Avengers? Well, Star Wars is doing the same thing. And I think we're going to have a new type of characters that we may not know or seen or be the first time in a live action, and they're open up. So, you know, this episode 7, which is called The Name of Honor, was such a good show. I just think Disney Plus, or well, not Disney Plus, but Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. They need to give us a little bit more episodes, at least 10, at least 10. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that if they don't. But that's the only nitpick I can think of. It was a great episode, and it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a while before we get any more Star Wars content. So whenever they do, I'm definitely gonna be excited and can't wait to see any new trailers and previews of whatever the Star Wars series will bring us next. So I would definitely give this episode a 1 out of 10. I'm giving this a 10. Such a great show. I mean, this episode 7 was a good ending to this book of Boba Fett, and I definitely want to see more. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification button, and definitely smash that like button to help me grow.